everybody, how you doing? I'm very low tonight. Not feeling so low, just more knackered and exhausted. And I think a lot of people are. And we were talking this morning, and I think it's this time of year. But then again, I'm thinking, what's so great about December? Anyway, yes, it's Christmas and it's a time to be together with family, but it's also so, it gets depressing for family members that have lost people. And this year, a lot of people have lost people. Um, it's hectic. Here comes TG sneaking about something. What do you? We're going to adjust the camera. Sorry, people. But yes, I was thinking of having a. If anyone wants to call in, you're welcome to call in. Hello, hello. Hello, Tony. Welcome, welcome. Love it that a man can multitask. No, you guys are very, very. Generally, men are very, very clued up. They are. They just need a woman to help them most of the time. Hello, Hugs. Wait, let me correct it. Hedgehog's Homestead. How are you doing? It's awesome to see you. So I just wanted to sort of do it like a collective panel of thoughts and ideas and what's happening here in South Africa, how I'm experiencing South Africa in the last, I think, month or so since the municipal elections. It's definitely been I think a relief that they're over now. And yes, it's a good thing that the DA has won a lot of the municipalities, thank God. So I don't have to move again just yet. So it's rather comforting to me. But I can tell you what has been happening just in the last couple of days, and people, it's a thing for you to be conscious of. So my boss's colleague or someone that he knows, family friends of theirs, were hijacked in their driveway, but thank God they managed to escape. And also friends of my son was also hijacked. They also same thing, following into a driveway. People become complacent. They're following people from shopping centers. So you need to be aware. You need to check who's behind you. Is it the same car? Go a different route, change your ways. So it is a bit depressing, but this is sort of what's happening. People are desperate for money. I think my one eye is greener than my other. Wait, I'm just going to do this and put it like that. But yes, no, definitely the one eye is definitely less color than the rest. My whole table that I keep my makeup and cosmetics has basically, the drawers have broken. I think since the move, things become unshook, and now that's collapsing. So I need a new dressing table. Another thing on the list, and so yes, money is a huge thing now for all of us. Petrol's gone through the roof, and apparently it's going to get even worse. They suspect that it might go up as much as 4 times in the next few quarters. So people hold on to your pennies, because and plan your journeys and plan your, I don't know, I'm very logistical about when I drive. I like to take the easiest routes. So it's something to think about. But yeah. So, Roadrunner, hello, Menzies. Hello, sir. How are you? Hello, Lindy. Lovely to see you. No, Tony, there is hope. There is definitely hope now that the opposition has gotten a lot of the votes. Thank God. I think it's what's keeping us sane at this moment in time. But yes, no, you're going up with 1 Rand 60 next month. Okay, you see, that's why I have these things. Imagine 160 Rand next month. Holy shit. That would be insane. That's like 2 barrels worth. No. But hello, madam. Nice to see you. Yes, and speaking of which, a friend of mine was here in South Africa 2 weeks ago. Has it already been 2 weeks? Or maybe a week ago. And as she got here, she was experiencing load shedding, and in her area, they were doing water maintenance. And my golly, and she's not used to all of this, right? And her brother's used to it, so he's got the generator going on late at night, or when she wants to go to bed, because she's been jawling all day and she wakes up early and she's got shit to do. And so this is of this generator going, and she can't sleep. And people have just coped with all this, and her coming back to South Africa after 2 years, it's just crazy. And she was telling me her hysterical story of, she's in the shower and she's, lathering her hair. And Murphy's Law, what happens? The water cuts. And I get this frantic phone call. She's got a dinner date. And the next thing she has to like phone around and say, "Can I come shower at you? Have you got water? I've got to get this stuff out my hair." So that was quite a lach. And she felt like she was going back to some prehistoric era, where there's this no electricity, her phone's dead, she can't charge it, she got to go to the car, hopefully she's got an adapter for the car charger, just so that she could like phone her husband and tune like, "I'm safe, I'm still here," and family and friends overseas, so it's like crazy. Hello, Niku. Ahoy, ahoy. Lucky to see everybody. Tonight is just by show votes. You're welcome to call in if anybody wants to. Tell me so, and I shall post the link below. Well, not below, in the comment section. And you're welcome to call in if you're brave enough. If you want to share a story about this year, whether it be a bad story, a good story, a funny story, something that you've learned, something that you want to share, an experience about December. Yeah, like I think about it, like everyone puts such stress on December, right? And I know it's like the longest letter spelt December of the year, so you think it could hold more stuff, you know what I mean? But you get your bonuses. There's literally a week, right? From the, 25th to the 1st, and people go crazy. They go crazy. They spend thousands of rands. They spend like proper maintenance car money, and you look back and you go, "Hey, what did I do? What did I buy? Where did I go?" Or not where did you go, but where does it all, rather, where does it all go? So I mean, this year, obviously, having survived, well, we're not out of the lockdown yet, people. We're not out of lockdown yet. It still gets my goat as to why we're still in this verstungene lockdown. But yeah, as the culprit or the victim says, it was insane. Yes, it was. But yes, you're welcome to call in. Just by a show, if anyone wants to call in, you're welcome to. Just say yay, yes, please. Jody says, "I think there is a diabolical reason for load shedding and prices increasing. It won't work out for them." Well, I hope not. I really hope not. Because at the end of the day, I'm blessed. I still have a job, even though I'm holding on to it with my like little short nails, with my teeth. It's the pressure's on, and I feel so. I mean, I go to the shops today, and there's a man standing in front of me, and you can see like he's buying the essentials, and he's looking at obviously the sweets it's just heartbreaking. It's absolutely heartbreaking. And if I was maybe in a more generous mood, maybe I would have offered to buy him something. But I sort of feel like I've got to survive. I know it sounds scary, but we've all just got to survive at the moment, right? Like it's a bit nuts. And that's why I'm saying people in December go nuts. And then they forget, oh my God, there's school fees. And if you're a parent at the moment, well, obviously you're a parent forever. But I mean, there's admin. Oh my God, there's so much admin this time of year with schools and filling in forms and books. TG's signaling. Pardon? Shall I post the link? All right. Let us see. Okay, I make like that and I'll click that. Okay, we're not going to. Is that one? Yes, it is. So if anyone would like to call in, you're welcome to do so. No pressure. Just nice to talk to people. So what is the diabolical reason, Tony? Why is it because there's this world pressure with climate change that people want us to get away from fossil fuels? But like I said, the people that struggle the most are the ones that have the least, and that is so heartbreaking. But I don't want to really get too depressed on tonight. I mean, it's a beautiful, we're experiencing summer. The evenings are great. We've had wonderful rain here in Gauteng. It's been glorious. I just hope my grass comes up. I planted seedlings in my garden and grass as well. And I'm just hoping that everything's going to go well because that's all I can do. So yeah. And what else I can say? Yeah, your experience this year has been mad. Like, I'm gonna do a skit where I invite someone on who's definitely from like pre 2020. Even the hairstyle is still pre 2020. And we're gonna sort of reminisce about those days. But I still can't get over how nuts the world is. And like the only positive thing I can honestly think about is how great, in a way, the entire world's experienced this. And it's something that we need to connect with. And we need to get over, I think, our issues about race and about gender and about people are people. And we all just want to connect and we all just want to grow and experience things and have good times and good memories. But yeah, so that's kind of my little rant on that. And I must say, obviously, with having moved and the financial pressure of owning a new, like having a bond that I now have to pay and am responsible for, finances are playing heavily into my thinking. And I'm having on, I think they were on Gareth this morning, Gareth Cliff Central, DCX Billion. They're coming on Thursday, maybe to give us a different perspective on how to invest. So that's what's happening on Thursday. And I found Anthea Gardner also very, very interesting this morning. Check her out. She's also a financial wizard. But yeah, and I think we all just have to knuckle down. And appreciate the small things. I don't know, picnics in the park, if you live at the sea, the beach. I just hope we don't obviously get into like another severe lockdown. Like it's just we just got to put our fists up and say it's enough. I mean, they had the Freedom March, I know, in Cape Town. They had the march here in Pretoria, all over the world. I think there was a large gathering. Like it's just genoeg no, you know, genoeg. And yeah, I'm over it. I'm quite prepared to go back to. In fact, I'm dying to go back and watch a live band in like a pool hall or at a club or a pub or just like, yeah, you know, like see a live band. I haven't seen a live band in forever. I miss that. Well, thanks, Hedgehog Homestead. Thanks for joining. Yeah. Yeah, no. Hedgehog, you're in America. You guys I don't even know if the lockdown technically ended in America. Well, you guys are lucky. I don't know. We're ruled by a bunch of commies. Well, hopefully not for too much longer. Yes. Um, but yes, Lindy says she's very excited for Thursday's stream. Yes. So yes, Lindy's partner in crime, Dion, will be joining me, and that will be cool. So yeah, and Tony, not keen to call in? No, we don't have to show your face. You can just have a voice. No, nobody want to call in with me. Chat to me. Tell me about the coolest experience this year you've had, or the worst. Yeah, I don't know. Are you guys feeling optimistic about what's happening? You know, after the municipal elections, are you guys feeling at least a sigh of relief that some sort of normalcy or logical thinking is sort of prevailing? I mean, I know I was listening to Chris White earlier on, and there seems to be a chap on there, and he seems to know what he's talking about, and I really hope he gets a good following. As well, it's good to feel like, okay, people finally get it. Yes, SASSA grants are not going to be the be all and end all to surviving in life, and we've got to find a better way, a better system. Yes. Sorry, I think my teenager's got a visitor, and he's just getting some chips. By the way, whose favorite chips? I love Lay's. I love their new smoky barbecue. Oh, love it. I'm sure in America they get wild flavors. But yeah, tonight was just a bit of fun, a bit of wind down. I don't know. I still can't believe it's got now TG's getting chips. Yay. Thank God I'm not such a chip person. Yeah, so there's that whole wind down. And do you guys take your leave in December? I mean, I know with kids it's usually a given that you take leave. I find I take most of my leave sort of Easter time. Like for me, that's my my boss slows down then. I just think the amounts of money, and I mean, you're exhausted. You go on holiday, you just want to chill, and you can't because there's kids everywhere or there are people everywhere and the queues. Well, I don't know. I mean, obviously, I'm talking pre 2020, but I just thought to go away in December, it's just, it's like hectic. I don't know if in America things are different or the same. I think they are probably the same, except it's freezing there in most parts of the country. Where here we're enjoying glorious weather. Um, okay, Tony's in Canada. Wow, that's incredible. How cold is it now there? Keep up all events happening around the world. We're having major flooding and the country is basically cut in half. Trucks are piling up. Oi, 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 that sounds hectic. That sounds, yeah, and there's flooding. There's been flooding here in South Africa as well. We had lots of rain come through. I think I looked at a satellite image and there's still quite a bit of rain and clouds in the area. So we still might get, please God, I mean, we don't have rain in winter. So when the farmers obviously need rain, and like always grateful for rain. Like, yes, I know George is literally being washed away. But I think it's also due to our drainage systems. Like, this is the thing, we need to adapt. Things in nature adapt all the time, and I think human beings get stuck. We get stuck, and in life, and also we get involved in our little rituals and our little, what do I call it, not behaviors, what's it, like ways we do things. We wake up at a certain time, we have rituals to do everything, and routines, that's the word I'm looking. Knew it was with an R. Routines, and and it's good to have routine. I mean, I think I struggled as a single mom in the beginning because I didn't know about routines. And I think after a while, I think, okay, right, 6 o'clock is bath time, or 7 o'clock is, 5 o'clock is bath time, 6 o'clock is feeding time. And I don't know, in my 20s, I was a Wildegeier. I ran around like a chicken without a head. I didn't know nothing about routines. And when baby came along, I had to be told, it needs a routine. Okay, well, fine. Cheers to routines. As long as they're fun and exciting. But do you think we get too comfortable in our routines? I don't know. Linz, what do you say? Blommy? Wat say jy? But shame, Tony, that sounds rather hectic. Cut in half in terms of what? Politically? Is that what's going on? It's not just the weather, it's not flooding. Is there political issues happening? Is that what's happening in Canada? I'd still love to go there. I'd love to go and watch the whales come in and feed, and the orcas. I don't know which part of Canada you live in, but your coastal line, I mean, it's massive. We can't even fathom how big it is. And South Africa's big, but I mean, Canada's just huge. A western port in Vancouver is cut off from delivering goods. Highways through Rocky Mountains are cut off. It's affecting everything. I'm sorry. Yeah. Well, hopefully it will resolve shortly and there won't be too much damage. Yeah. Weather's nuts. Like, that's why I have this crazy notion. And Blommy says definitely comfortable in routine. Oh, yes. No, routines guide us, I think, and nurture us and help us feel safe. And I think that's why in South Africa, when these hijackings happen or something happens to you personally and you're sort of thrown out of whack, out of your comfort zone, it's so like traumatizing, So I wish my son's friend and family like recovery, and I hope that they are not too traumatized, and I hope that they get counseling and they speak to people, because I think that's the best way to deal with these sort of things. And be aware. Don't be too complacent. Oh yes, welcome. Hello, it's me again. Lekker to see you. I've seen you in a couple of streams. Nice. So yes, the link is above if anyone is keen to join me, and we can have a bit of a chat about whatever you want. From A to Z, I don't mind. Broaden my horizons. Come on, give it a try. Give it a whirl. Lens? Anybody? But yes, actually, Tony, I think the world has always been insane. I really think that. I think the world, I think now we just know more about it because of the internet. We're completely just, it's in our face all the time. And I mean, I think Netflix is a great distraction, but my God, does it waste time? And all these things, like who of you have downloaded games on your phone? You know, whether it's traveling, it's fine to do it when you're traveling. But I mean, if you're spending family and you're on games the whole time, it's like, hello, like do something constructive. And it's, yes, it's good to like chill and take the edge off and just like I do. I dive into series. I don't think anyone binges series like I do. I can binge. I think I watched how many seasons of. So I watched Chicago Med, Chicago Fire. Yeah, I watched Chicago Med. I think up into season 4 in like how long? A week, not even a week. And then the Chicago Fire one also, like within, look, the schmutzy parts in that I do kind of skip. Like, you know, you get your two characters. Like I remember with Suits, and I'm sure I've given this example before. You have like Harvey and Donna, and it's like, ooh. And then you have like Megan and the other dude, and they're all lovey dovey. And I'm like, skip, skip, skip. Oh, there's Harvey again. Okay, let me watch because I just can't handle that gumph. And some in all these series, it's like there's a section that's just gumph, and I just fast forward. But it's not run correctly, and so sad to see. Yeah, that's huge. Like, and the thing is, I think what's remarkable about our country as well, there are such incredible people in it. Like, really, we have, and the people who usually have gone through the worst, they still smile. You know, like the Gogos. You know, and they've lost family and they've lost children. I mean, I must say, look, I am privileged. I am. But I've also worked my heart off. I've put up with a lot of shit, but I think we have no idea of what troubles and things have happened to a lot of South Africans, the majority of South Africans. But I think in the fact that we have such great high spirits and yeah, you know, this is how I feel. I think we are incredible people. We have a beautiful country. We have lots to learn from each other, and I think, yeah, that's a great lesson for me, especially like when I feel down. I spoke to an amazing woman last night. She's the mother of, I don't know if you guys know, have ever heard of Dan Benji Lombard. He in 2008 was the boy who was. He became a quadriplegic in a rugby accident. And when she's ready, I will have her on the show to talk about all her experience. And yeah, Dan sadly passed away in hospital 6 months ago. And it's just for her being, yeah, I don't even want to talk about, like, I can't say for her, obviously, but sure, you know, what a strong woman. What's me and so since Hindu let everyone know that they sponsor scholarships for certain races only. Okay, fair enough. That's not cool. No, this whole business, like everyone should be given free and equal chances, right? I don't see why now things have to be changed. Like, especially like in this country, what is crippling South Africa at the moment is this BE bullshit. Because eventually, apparently next year, the laws are going to get even worse. I mean, if anyone listens to Morning Shot, they've heard it. They've seen what he has to report on. But yeah, so no, look, like I say, and probably. And that's the thing. These things are a distraction. They are a distraction for us to not think about finances, to not worry about what's coming down the line. I often think to myself, what am I doing? I'm wasting so much time. I should be hanging pictures and sorting out cupboards and polishing like my silver. So I don't know if I showed you this, Rose, when you were here. I think I did. So this I found at an antique market. Who can guess what this is? Who can guess? Okay, it does need a good silver and a good polish. Anybody? Blomi, you're not allowed to say what it is. 10 points to the person who guesses what this is. And it has a little lip there and it opens. But first you have to tell me what it is. Anybody? We have an object tonight. Ooh, we have an object. Who can tell me what this object is? It was probably used at like the turn of the early 1900s or in your granny's kitchen. Who was it? Roadrunner, an ashtray. Close. It could be used as an ashtray. They probably took it like these new ones. Forgive me, I can't keep my left and right synchronized. But yes, so okay, it's a UFO. Back to the vase, Amal. What? I hope that's not a zap. No, it's not a zap. That's a pointing to the above. Okay, so dun, dun, dun. Who wants to see what it is? Okay, no, it's not an ashtray. Last guess. Come on, use it in the kitchen. You put something in it and then you smear it on something. What is it, people? Come on, that's a big clue. Okay, we'll put it down for a second. So yeah, DCX Bullion is coming on Thursday. They deal in hard currency. Yeah, Lindy's in the comments. She can also tell us more about it. But okay, maybe it's a kind of a vibration machine. No, maybe you could use it for like, no, mine are bigger. Haha. It's like a large mammary gland, like a little mini, what are those things called with the telescopes that come out of it? Yes. There we go. Nick Hunal is the winner, ladies and gentlemen. Well done. Oh, wait, Tony also had it. Well done. Yes. So it does need a good polish. I do need to use my time more efficiently. I do. And some bit of elbow grease. So there it is. So you pop your butter in there, your lard, butter. And then you make sure so it doesn't stay hard, obviously, because it adapts to room temperature. And voila. And it, pardon?
It's an ashtray.
It's not an ashtray. It's a butter dish. It's not an ashtray. It can be used as an ashtray if you're a Philistine. If you're a Philistine, yes, you can use it as an ashtray. No, it's not. But next time, hopefully I show it to you, it will all be polished. I just keep forgetting to go to the shop. Like I go to the shop and what do I forget? Silver. All the time. I think I've told myself, like, that's my brain. Yeah, I forget. Yeah, I've got a couple of little trinkets in my little display cabinet there. Well done. Yes. All get 10 points. Well done, Lindy. Yes. Very good. So next time you come visit, I will be using it. Any strange objects that you guys have, like, or that you didn't know? Who ever saw those old farm telephones? It had like, it was heavy as, I'm going to say AF. Okay. Like if you chucked that at someone, you could seriously cause them like a brain bleed, like a hemorrhage. Like it was black and it had a phone and it had one little windy handle and you used to turn it. I don't know if you had to turn it many times or twice. And then you go, operator, can I have extension number 222 or 102 or whatever? And then they'd connect you. Like my grandmother had that in her house. I remember this clearly. Okay, I'm really giving away my age. But then again, she lived in a dorp in the Transkei called Harding. Remember Harding? Yes. And there was the farm in Kokstad. So yes. What do you guys... Oh, speaking of which, as well, and drinks. Cheers, l'chaim. There are lots of alcohol specials I see coming. Oh, it's me again. Love your Facebook wall. Nice and cozy. Yes, thank you. I've put up a little decor. I don't know if we can see it there. I need some light on the subject. I'm going to put up one or two more paintings and some what you call it, antique little trinkets and things, and hopefully it all comes together. But yes, it has been bothering me. It's actually got, I didn't notice it, someone pointed it out the other day, it's actually got a sealant on it, which I thought was quite clever. I hadn't noticed that before. Nommer asseblief, lol. What's the nommer? For what? Wait, now I've lost my train of thought. Nommer? 3 already. 3 already what? Yeah, lol. Okay, you guys, I don't know. Maybe I'm losing something. Yeah, so alcohol, you can get a lot of good. I don't know what your poison is, but you can get really good deals if you look out for it. Oh yeah, and that's another bloody thing. Talking about deals, who is sick about hearing Black frickin' Friday? And it's not even like the real Black Friday that they have overseas. Like there overseas, you can walk in and get things for nothing, like $1, and you can get a brand new microwave or a kettle. Like here, it's like average markdown price. It's not even real Black Friday. It's like so stupid. And who knows? Why is it even called Black Friday? I don't get it. Lindy, maybe that's a topic you can research for Thursday night, because I don't know. And it's just, I know that in America, and I'm sure in Canada, Tony, like they really do give discounts. Like here, it's like 10%, 15%, maybe 25%. And if you're really lucky, 50% off a toothbrush. So no one there. No, not at all. Oh, Nommer asseblief. God, no. But you see, I didn't watch. The only thing I used to watch, which was in Afrikaans, was Beverly Hills 90210. And also not every Sunday. I got bored with it. And then we had to tune in on Radio 2000. Was it Radio 2000? God, and I remember my dad had this huge, like, how do I say it? Blaupunkt stereo system. Is that right? Blaupunkt. And with the big silver knobs. Woo! And had to try and find Radio 2000. And then you could get the English translation. Yes, I remember. And the financial world gone crazy. Why? Oh, just hang on. There's an airbase nearby, so apparently. Well, that's Pretoria, I swear. I think I'd actually like to have someone from the Air Force on. That's actually my next, oh God, now I've said it. Now watch, someone else is going to come up with Zeish idea. Happens always. In Pretoria, there are quite a few air bases around, like suburbia. Here they come again. And there is a hospital nearby. So it might be a helicopter. I hope they get soonest, and I hope people are helped. Thank you, Lens. Well, it's not necessarily about the decor or whatever. It's about the vibe, yes? But I know Lindy knows me just as well as Blommy knows me. But yeah. And Blommy and Lindy, you guys have met, by the way, in real life. I don't know if you remember. You can recall Lens. But yes. Okay, fine. Old Tunny at the exchange. The Nommer asseblief. Oh, Wandy phones. Okay, thank you, Smee, again. Thank you. Right. So now that we've got that out the way, and do you guys find like buying new cell phones is a priority? Like, I've sort of been conned into that, but I've been wanting to get data more. Oh my God, are we at war? Are we at war? What's going on? Phew. Maybe it's the president landing somewhere. My goodness. Anyway, I wonder what they are. Nathan, what helicopter is that? Can you tell by listening to it? No, that's a helicopter. No, that's a helicopter. And my son is growing his hair. And hopefully by January it will look styling. So yes. Yeah, I'm all for growing hair, being different, not the mold. Yes. Viva, be different. Is this country is like getting old stock on special, and you find better deals during the definitely not the same as America. No, definitely not, Linz. It's such a ploy. I think, do you know what I think? I think they do it so that they can rotate stock, or that they can get rid of like stuff that's not selling, right? And then get new stuff that the markets are bringing in. That's what I think Black Friday is all about. It's such BS. Really is. One of my cousins said to me, I mustn't swear on the channel. Okay, maybe if we one day when we do a late stream, then I can fluke soos 'n trooper. Hey, yes, trooper. But yeah, so besides the financial world, I don't even know what's happened in the financial world. Yeah, fuels, oil's going mad. Actually, remember when there was that tanker stuck in wasn't a tanker? What was it? In the Gibraltar Straits. I actually looked the other day on Google Maps how long and narrow that thing is. It's like a mind. It's like a mind F. Like it's unbelievable, and how it just like if you looked at a map, you wouldn't even think there's even a Suez Canal there. There was a canal. It's that small. It's unbelievable. Yeah, ballsy. And I think they had to dig some of it out, didn't they? Not the contain, not the shipping container. Is that what a shipping container vessel? Yeah. And yeah. Has also the South Africans, has lockdown changed your mindset about alcohol? Because I swear, just not being able to get any and it being told you may not have, I've bought more and I've like got a small stash, and I think to myself, like I thought today again, like if we go back into lockdown in December, some people say it will only happen January, February. Mustn't happen. Should I go out and buy more? It's ridiculous. It's like this whole, you're not going to have. Oh, by the way, friends of mine were telling me regarding the injections as well. No, you've got to have it soon. Got to have it because they're going to run out. I'm like, really? Have they run out of making panadas? Have they run out of making chemo? Have they run out of making anything? When the time is right, I'll get when it's right. Yes. Anyway, sorry. Me ranting on this Tuesday evening. But yeah, basically that's what's been on my mind. Think about what you're going to do with your money, obviously, this December. Maybe you do want to go out and go mad and splush it all on something extravagant. Okay, Gesundheit. If that's what you want to do, go ahead. I'm just thinking I can't be in that position. I didn't buy Bitcoin when I could have had to take the chance. No, yeah, it's a very sore point for me. I think to myself, but if I'd had now this Bitcoin and I'd used it stupidly, imagine how more I'd hate myself because I did something stupid with it. So yeah, but I will get into. I am in the markets, very small, like little, but I'll delve into this and that. In fact, I'm hoping Senior Brandon will come back and we can learn more about the stock exchange and how it all works and what's happening. So yeah, and like I say, we're having so we've read that comment. Sorry, forgive me. We're having DCX Bullion on, which is a new company that's trading in hard commodities. So yeah. Hello, Fiery Nessa. How you doing, girl? Nice to see ya. Yes, so this is a call-in stream if anyone wants to call in and share something. TG, what? Must I post the link again? Okay, here we go. Going to post it. Hold on, need to post. All right. Chick. I don't know if anyone wants to chat. Quickly grab. We don't have to show your face if you don't want to. Yes, so Smee again says there's a multitude of free internet movies and series channels. No, there are. No, definitely. In fact, I think depending on how the wind blows with the ka-ching, I think we might have to also like put that on hold for a while. I don't even know. I don't even think my kid watches like Big Mouth. Oh God, did I love Big Mouth? Who watched Big Mouth? That show was hysterical. And of course, I love the white dog. What the hell's that? The family? What's the F family? Not the F family. What's his name? Seth. What's Seth Green and I've gone blank. You know the Brian the dog. Yes, love that. Love it. And also, of course, Rick and Morty. I mean, I've watched a few episodes with my son, and yeah, I enjoyed that. Enjoyed a couple of them. They were quite crazy and quite fun. So yes, I think there's a place for everything. But yes, so yes, there are things like I would never, hardly ever anymore go to the movies unless it's like a huge DC premiere or something like that. But I think even that, like I saw the new trailer for Hulk, like Hulk, what's it? Hulk She-Hulk. Mm-mm. And I don't know if you've noticed, but that company, that fairy made company with the castle and the and Tinkerbell, like, you know, they keep casting the same actors in all their stuff. It's like almost like a Tim Burton remake. Like he keeps they use the same actors over and over and over again. Like, hello, come now. Let's try and look for someone else. Or unless TG said it's because of contracts. But I don't know so much. Just like but that's also such a load of fantasy, that whole world. It's like not reality at all. It's me again. Oh yes, all the multiplex and a simple Google search reveals many. Okay, thanks, me again. TG, you making notes? Just hope you got to have a fancy. But how do you stop yourself getting caught? Look, like I say, thank God we live in this country. Where some things are still in the dark ages. In fact, you can't even find them at the bottom of the shoe cupboard. Like it's like some hidden trove of like, we're still good. If you know what I mean. Like that's like the last thing on the agenda, right? Like we don't have to worry about that because that's not even an issue yet. I'm loving Inside Job on Netflix. Oh, is that like the Money Heist? I enjoyed Money Heist. Won't stand for that in Hungary. Yeah, no, yeah. Rosemary's in Hungary. Yes, we were supposed to be there when? Last year. Or was it this year? Was good. We were going to try and do it last year. And then lockdown. Always. I need my silver hat. Actually, I made a mask. I made an apothecary's mask. What's it? The one that looks like yes. I made one out of tinfoil once. There's a photo somewhere. We have a photo, hey? One day I'll show you. I'll show you the photos. And I was looking, obviously, with getting another phone, I was looking at all my photos. Holy shit. Yeah, it's amazing when you have that person in your life who takes photos. So TG is always behind the camera. He's always taking photos. It's so nice. But then he's in like so few. Aww. And he's still away outside of camera shot. Yes. One day I'll put up like a collage of pictures of men I know, and then people have to choose which one they think is TG. I think that's a good idea. It's a fun game. Oh, hello, Colonel. How are you? Lovely to see you. Yes. Oh, speaking about rugby, and of course, the Colonel symbolizes a lot of rugby. I think TJ and I were talking, like, it's incredible how much money is in sport and that sort of entertainment. Like so TG watches Formula One and I've gotten into it and I love it. And Lindy loves it. And the amount of money, how much did we say? 300 billion rand just to run a Formula One team for 1 year. 300 billion rand. 3 billion. Oh, sorry. See, I don't know. 3 billion rand. Not 300. Maybe 300 pesos. 300 billion pesos, but not 3 billion rand.
$160 million.
Okay, 160 million. $160 million. Yes. I mean, like, we could have, like, everyone's freaking out about what's his name, Jeff Bezos and Tesla and this one and that one, like all going, like, that's great, but like, hello, how much do these players get paid and how much, like, it's nuts. But yes, maybe Colonel, have you ever heard of Dan Benji Lombard? I don't know. Maybe he will ring a bell. But yes, and Lind. So Chris White is here. So Lindy wants to contact you, Chris, and I will tell you about it later. But lovely to see you. 3 billion trillion. Yes, 3 billion trillion. It's all math to me, Jacob Zuma. There we go, right? Well, I'm a South African. You'd figure I had such a math brain. That's one thing I know. My maths was not my focal point at school. Not at all. Oh, in fact, I think I did go to standard grade, and then when I dropped, when they changed the science teacher, we had the most incredible science and biology teachers. And okay, so you haven't heard of, I see Chris White's answering. So I'll send you something on him and we can discuss. Hopefully his mother will come on the show sometime. Incredible woman. He was a young rugby player who got injured with a C3, C4 neck injury, became a quadriplegic, but became a sports journalist. Yes, and he passed about 6 months ago, but in a remarkable story. Remarkable. But yes, 3 billion, million, trillion. Yes, that one. No, anyway, so yeah. What was your strong suit? MK, not school. Oh, for sure. Okay. MK, have I got the initial right? Military conscription? Yeah. Yes? Is that right? Yeah. Yeah, no, I think what's wrong with the world today is that not enough men and women volunteered and did army service. That's what I think. I think there would be no snowflakes and no little flakes.
You got a movie out called Black Friday.
Pardon?
You got a movie out called Black Friday.
No, is it about killing, like being stampeded in shops? No, I do not want to see a trailer. You're going to post
it. Venom's out.
Venom 2. Ooh, did I like Venom 1? Who's the production? Is it Marvel as well? Who owns the rights to it? It better be good like the last one, not all wokey, lefty bullshit. Which one?
Is Lee Diana movie out?
Oh.
Called Spencer.
Okay. So good. Oh, and not forgetting Morbius. Morbius is coming. But I hope that's good. That the trailer. But don't you find trailers are too long and they give everything away? And then you watch the movie and they're like, but I just watched the trailer. Anyway. Yes. Smee, what you up to? Take part in F1. Only CR could afford a team, but only Cyril could afford, but he's too busy stealing taxpayers' moolah. Exactly, right? Actually, I thought that. It's incredible. He likes to buy cattle, apparently. Yes, those big cattle. Yes, they're beautiful. But, Mkunte Wisizwa, MK, right, okay, military. But yeah, wrong military, side of military, MK. Yeah, I wasn't sure. Yes, you have so I hope you subscribe to Chris White. Lindy, yes, I'll send you the link if I haven't already. Grinnell, exactly. Yeah. Alrighty. And Colonel, you don't want to come on and talk a bit about sport? No? I did post the link up top. But yeah, I just wanted to, I have to, like I say, my son has a friend over. Yay, it's school holidays. No more waking up at dawn's crack and taking them to school. Whoop, whoop. I can sleep late an extra hour. Thank God. Yeah, and in winter, I think we should be like the Americans. Or no, wait, they would do it the other way. They have their holidays in summer and then they go to school in winter. See, I think in this country we should start school at 9 or work at 9 during winter. Like really, like who wants to wake up? And these poor people who wake up at like 4, 3 in the morning to be at work at 7, just boggles my. It's freezing at that time of the morning, freezing. And I mean, we don't even get snow here, so you can imagine, Tony, being in Canada. Have I seen the Gucci trailer? Oh, no, but I did actually watch on Netflix. I watched a bit about Versace. That was quite, it was an American, what is it? What is it called? An American crime story or something. Yeah, like, okay, interesting. I think he might have been quite a special. The movie, the retelling of it was very good. No, but I heard it's quite good. Another friend of mine really wants to watch it. But I'm like Blommy knows, I'm not into fashion. Like I've never been a fashionista. Okay, something's going. Some water pipes are flowing. Yeah. Like I also believe that all our plumbing systems and the way we do gardening, like in terms of not necessarily like obviously climate change, but like the way our houses are built, like that needs to be rethought. You know, I know in other countries they've got where they have their grey water run off into their toilets. Like that makes sense. That makes total sense to me. But yes, speaking of which, so my son has a friend over and I need to get such friend home soon. So yeah, we'll do this again. We'll do this on Thursday evening. And Linz, you don't want to come on and say hello? Or have you had a long day? I feel like today was Monday. I'm so glad it wasn't. Thank God it was Tuesday. But yes, I binge watching RuPaul. Okay, whatever floats your boat. Whatever floats your boat. I'm not a RuPaul fan, but alrighty. I was watching, I think the most femme I got about all of that was the makeup, was the glow. I enjoyed watching that, but I still can't do that. I mean, you need to spend big money to get makeup like that they have. I mean, I have piddling, like, yeah, I can't even get my eyes to match. But yes. What's this? They deliberately build cuck houses. Why do you think that is, Baronessa? Deliberately build. I mean, we went to Sammy Mark's house, and it's an amazing place here in Pretoria. If anyone visits Pretoria and you want to take yourself on a treat, go. Oh my God, someone's dying. It's COVID. No, I'm kidding. It's not. Go to Sammy Mark's house, and the whole house is built east to west, not north south, like we have here. So obviously the architect was from overseas, and they didn't realize, like, obviously being in the southern hemisphere and all the sun and how the sun rises east to west. Well, that's like the rest of the world, but obviously it's different from being in the northern hemisphere. So yeah, so the house was built differently, and the house is apparently boiling in summer and freezing in winter, but it's a beautiful home, and it's got a lot of the rarities and antiquities, and it's a real kind of like a historical, it's a cool outing for the family. We just want to spend a magical afternoon doing something different. It really is cool. I think it's like 10 or 20 rand entrance. It's really not, I don't know, I'm sure there's a website. But yes. Okay. Oh, well done. Good vibes. Lindy subscribed to Chris Wyatt. Excellent. Okay, cool. Escapism. Yeah, I know. I think that's what's fun about dressing up. And yeah, anyway. But all right, peeps. I'm going to give it it's been nearly an hour. And yeah, no, look, the building industry, but it's hectic. But overseas, it's worse. Like overseas, you can't do anything. Like I know in London, you need permission to like change a window. Like we still have it easy here, but things need to change, and I think things will change. And I'm just so glad that the opposition is winning the race. Slow and like the good old tortoise, slow and easy wins the race. Yes. But yes, are you making more pizza? Maybe. Why can't you give me a straight answer? Yes or no? Yes. Okay. But yes, people, alrighty. I'm gonna say to you. And we will see DCX Bullion on Thursday night, and with Dion Rebello. And yeah, cool beans. I hope I said his name right. Not too sure. I think so. But yeah, you must have a lekker Wednesday and Thursday, and hopefully we'll see you back here. Oh wait, who's this? Oh, it's Colonel. He's quickly popping in to say hello. Hello. You are here with us. What you munching?
I was eating lunch. That's why I didn't call in.
What you eating? A tuna sandwich?
Yeah, tuna.
Oh, really?
Yep.
See, I have ESP. Hey, answer good.
Well, it was a good guess. So are we offline, or are you still on, or what?
No, we're still on. We're still here.
Oh, how's everybody doing?
No, we're good. We're surviving. There's no load shedding For now. I don't know. Do you think it's coming back for us?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, without a doubt. It's going to happen. Listen, I've bought liggies. I've got like 200 tea light candles. I've got gas heaters. I'm ready for winter.
You know, those tea candles are remarkably effective at providing light when the power goes out.
Yeah, and I must get you this. I'm going to show you this little thing. Rosemary Pretorius in the comments actually gave it to me when she was here. 1 second.
Okay.
Yeah, cut and get it. Chris, keep it entertained.
Oh, am I supposed to keep the show going? Hey, folks, welcome to Rebellious Ruth's program. I'm not Rebellious Ruth. She's a little more attractive than I am, apparently. So welcome to the show. How's everybody doing? Let me take a look over here.
Yes, Chris, you're not that. You do have remarkable aesthetics. So this little McGafter, it's like a little pen that they look down your throat at, right?
Huh?
Yeah, look at this little thing.
It's a
Okay.
torch, isn't it?
Yes, it's a torch. Okay, and it has a USB charger.
Oh,
Okay.
okay. To recharge it.
Yes. And then it's got your normal light.
This looks
It's
like
got a
something Citizen Guardian would have in his pocket.
Yes, exactly. Oh,
Whoa,
my God,
good Lord.
and then it's got that. It's got a sidebar.
Mm.
And then I think it's even got a laser.
Now, if it was just a little bit bigger, then you could really do something with it. Hang on.
Okay.
Don't go anywhere. I'll be right back. Okay, hang on.
Okay.
Hang on.
All right. Anybody else want to join? Welcome to. But yes, Blommy, thank you for this. I will definitely use it if I can hide it long enough for not my my teenager to get a hold of it and steal it from me. He steals all my good shit. Anyway, oh wow, yeah, that's a bigger one. Woo, what's it called?
Bushnell.
Bushnell. Okay,
All
and
right.
it comes with. Oh, okay. You beat me. Yours is bigger than mine.
Well, it's all about size, Ruth. You know. So,
Apparently so.
so
Apparently
the
so.
nice thing about this is not only is it very effective. I mean, that's an incredible. I was bright. That's why I shined on the camera. Not only is it incredibly bright, but this is useful for taking out intruders. Very handy.
Yes.
And it's
Yes.
quite durable. So this recharges the USB like yours does. Yep.
Mhm.
Pretty cool. 2,000 lumens, I think it is, something like that.
Oh wow!
It's
I don't know how many lumens. I can't-
Pretty insane.
Right, things. I realized, Chris, in the last few months, yes, if I don't have these little numbers on, you've got brilliant eyesight. You don't wear spectacles. Hey,
No.
no. 2020.
Although, well, I have better in 2020, but I have a floater from my retina tearing twice in this eye.
Oh.
So when I read things now, occasionally I have to use reading glasses because the floater comes in front of the eye, and then with a close up, the eyes struggle to focus. So what I
Right.
do is I have a pair of reading glasses and I just zip right past it, and it doesn't. I don't see the floater anymore. But when I'm trying to focus in close, that floater, it disturbs it. So I had 2 surgeries, laser surgeries on it. Really weird thing. I found out that over half of adults over the age of 50 have this problem. It happens where your retina can just tear. I always thought you had to be like a boxer, like Sugar Ray Leonard, get trauma in your eye. But no, it doesn't take that. The surface of your lens over time, it gets weaker or it degrades. And what happened is that something came across there, and it caught on the lens and on the back there, and it tore it. And when it went down, it was on a blood vessel, and at the end, it ripped the blood vessel open inside the eye, and so it shot blood in my eye. So a lot of people get floaters, and they're like little spots of coal dust, like little yellow and white, or not yellow, black and white spots, and it's like you take those snow globes for Christmas, you shake it up, and it all floats down. That's what it looks like in your eye. So when it first happened, I could do this, and it'd be like a snow globe. My right eye would have like all these particles floating down. Eventually, your eye will absorb most of those in most cases because it's a closed immune system. It's not connected to the rest of your body. Your eye is enclosed. So what happens is eventually it takes care of it. But some people, they never go away. So for the most part, all of mine have been gone since it happened a few years ago. But this floater isn't gone. It's not eating the floater. It's just there. So like just right there, when I put my finger here, I saw it come across my eye, and it's really annoying. But at a distance, I mean, because your eye isn't focusing up close, it focuses difference. So when the focal point becomes close, then I can see it very clearly. And so that's why sometimes the reading glasses, it's getting really annoying. But no, I don't wear spectacles. Yep.
Okay. These are apparently what I have. But yeah, I don't know. I feel I'm getting old. or maybe I'm just getting
No,
boring.
it's nothing to do with age. It's genetics and other things involved. In my family, my brother who was born with an eye issue, he's wore spectacles his whole life, but none of the rest of us wore them. It's my mother into her 70s finally started wearing reading glasses, I think in her late 60s. But no, I've been very fortunate in that standpoint. But I used to be able to read a license plate from almost 150 meters away. Clearly read a license plate. Yeah.
Sure.
Yep.
Were you a good sniper?
Well, I can either confirm or
Disclose
deny
or
that.
deny.
Yeah, I can't disclose that sort of thing. So
By
yeah.
the way, I loved your video on Odyssey. Your
Oh, the Doktor, Herr Doktor.
Ja, oh ja.
Zeigen Sie mir Ihr Impfschein. Ja, sicher.
Jawohl, jawohl.
Papers, please. Oh,
Yeah,
you're a
papers.
refugee. You're a refugee. Go right in. We don't ask you any questions. Refugee,
Nice.
welcome. Yeah.
Well,
Oh, you must infect the entire country, Mr. Refugee.
you
But the
come, we give you
citizens
free
will go to the holiday camp.
everything. Yes, and the veterans, we don't give a fuck.
No, it's the veterans. You serve the country, tough nuggies. Yeah.
Agree. Yeah, they're good.
Yeah,
Yes,
that was
everybody go and check out that video on Odyssey and Chris White's channel there.
That was an
So-
impromptu thing that I did on a live stream because of Austria's. The Austrians now are going to jab everybody in the country by February 1st. They've declared a national requirement that in order to be in Austria, you have to be jabbed. I mean, listen, hello, Dr. Mengele, paging Dr. Mengele. What the hell? My goodness. What are you drinking there?
I'm actually having a
Apple
flying-
teaser?
Yes, there we go.
I saved you.
Yes, it's an apple juice. Yes, l'chaim. But yeah, sure, Tony. Tony says he's also got a visually challenged. Listen, I think most men, when they wake up after a night of boozing, they also become visually challenged. Or mind you, I don't know. Like,
Well,
but,
let's be honest. Visual impairment leads to a lot of reproduction and hookups in the club. So
I think yes, that's true. And also low IQ. I still think low IQ is.
well, that might be part of it too. Low IQ, who knows? But between low IQ and visual impairment at the nightclub, otherwise we probably wouldn't exist as a race.
We will procreate.
That's right, one way or another.
Things will happen.
Damn, Tony, I didn't know that. One eye since birth. That sucks.
But at
Smee is
least
challenged for freedom. That's funny.
Freedom challenge. Yeah, no, we are indeed. But hopefully it will frickin' end soon. But when are you coming to South Africa?
Well, it hasn't ended. How can I come to South Africa? All these people are going to South Africa that I know, and I don't know how they're pulling it off. When I try to get a test, they're like, okay, get your results in 4 days. I'm like, what? 4 days? I have to know. You have to fly and have it within 72 hours, and that's impossible. So anyway, I haven't been looking at it lately because it's obviously not going to happen before the end of the new year. So but I've got to get a better feel for when the Ushti Dritten concert tour is going to be, because I will be in South Africa for that. And I think we're going to
again the Ushti what concert?
Ushti Dritten. It's a Swiss yodeling group, and they're amazing, absolutely amazing.
Ooh.
Yeah, so
Okay.
they're like the tops in their field. I mean, yodeling is not. I mean, it's huge in the Alps and in Switzerland and in France and in Italy and Germany, Austria, but throughout Germany it's pretty popular. But I had never heard of them because I don't really listen to yodeling groups until I had Giselle and her husband on the channel last year, and they were on forever because Johan likes to talk when we're on there, and so do I. So Giselle kept popping on and off because she had an infant she had to take care of. And late in the show, people are like, hey, can you get her to sing some a cappella? And I'm like, okay, well, I don't want to put her in a spot. And she's like, no, we'll do it. And then he pushed her to do it. So she started taking requests. She'd do a few stanzas of songs and on a cappella. And then somebody wrote something, and Afrikaner wrote something of a German. Afrikaners can't do German for the most part, trust me. So they wrote something, and I'm like, I'd never heard of the band, so I'm like, well, I don't know what I mean. Apparently, and I said, apparently my Afrikaans is worse than I thought it was because I have no idea how to pronounce this. And I said it, and he's like, because he couldn't see the screen because they only had so much data, so he was just listening to me. He's like, oh, maybe they mean Ushti Dritten. I said, Ushti Dritten, what's that? He goes, they're a Swiss yodeling group. So I looked up a Swiss yodeling group. And I wrote Die Dritten because it's not Esch, it's Ösch Die Dritten. So again, Afrikaners can't pronounce German. So we finally figured out it was Ösch Die Dritten. And then I checked into them, like, they're absolutely amazing. It's 2 parents and then their 3 kids, 2 sons and a daughter. And they're actually the 3rd generation because the grandfather who's passed started the band with the father. And then the mother came into it, and then the kids came into it when they started maturing. The daughter's the oldest, and anyway, so they're incredible. What happened was I talked to Johan, who's a music promoter as well. That's Giselle's husband and manager, and he said, "Oh, I've been wanting to get them booked on a tour to South Africa for ages because they're very popular in South Africa." I said, "Who knew?" So what I did was I reached out. I found a contact for the band. I wrote to the band and to one of the band members, to their agent, and I said, "Hey, listen, I have a friend who's in South Africa, is in the music promotion business. He would really like to sponsor a tour of your band to South Africa. Would you be willing? You have a much larger fan base than you may realize." And the agent wrote back to me and said, "Yeah, let's talk." So I set up a Zoom session, and we did a couple Zoom sessions, and we agreed. And meanwhile, Giselle has been recording a German and Afrikaans song with the Melanie, who's the lead singer for the group, the one who yodels. So we're going to mix it together with African scenes of wildlife and savannas and the Alps with Afrikaans and with German. So yeah, so that's happening, and they're co-writing this song and producing it. And the band is going to come. It was supposed to be in October this year, but because of the hysteria with Corona, we postponed it till what is next spring for us. So it'd be fall for you guys. So when that takes place, I'll be coming there. It's probably going to be 8 to 10 concert dates throughout South Africa and possibly going to Namibia as well, to Swakopmund and Windhoek. So we'll see what happens.
That's incredible. Yeah, Swakopmund, I'm sure that they'd have lots of. How big actually is the population of Namibia? Don't worry, I won't generalize.
2.6 million.
Jeez, it's tiny.
It is. Yeah, that's nothing. There's more people around Pretoria than there are in all of Namibia. And it's 600,000 more than it was 15 years ago. And it's 1 million more than it was when it became independent. So there's only about 1.4 million when it became independent. So it's almost twice that size now.
Yeah. Do they still have, could people born in Namibia go back to Germany? I think.
No, that law was changed under Schroeder. A leftist government changed the law in which it prejudiced ethnic Germans against citizenship. Germany, since the German Empire, had the right of return based on blood. So if you could prove your German descent, so I could have become a German citizen like that because I have the documentation to prove my German ancestry. But I'm not interested in that. But I could have done that until 1998 when they changed the law. They changed the law and they made it easier for people who established residency in Germany to become residents so that the Turks and immigrants could become German citizens. And they made it more difficult for Germans from Eastern Europe, who, just like Jews, coming from Eastern Europe going to Israel. Although Israel made it easy, the Germans made it harder for Jews to get out of Eastern Europe. So yeah, it's not as easy as it once was. There was a time, but there's not a lot of Germans who would have any interest in going to Germany who would live in Namibia. It's like South Africans moving to Ireland. It's a lovely place, but it's wet all the time and tiny little roads and no open spaces, and it sounds nice, but once you live it and it becomes your life, it's not South Africa.
We were talking on Sunday. We were at a farewell. A mate of ours is immigrating to Australia. Yeah. Let me say no more.
Well, the penal colony of Australia. Hey, did you see? I covered the Melbourne demonstration that took place this past weekend on Saturday. What happened was one of my viewers, Chris Holmes, who lives in the penal colony of Australia, went to this event and he offered to do it live. The only problem is that he didn't take an earpiece, either Bluetooth or physically connected. So his phone was locked on the aspect ratio, and I told him turn it to portrait so we get a better view instead of the vertical. He turned it to portrait, but it still came through as vertical because it was locked in the vertical position. So we're watching, we're all like this watching I'm like, hey, Chris, can you please turn the damn phone? It took about 10 minutes where he happened to glance at the phone and he walked over to a spot and we finally got it straight. But that demonstration, that protest, which the media's not talking about, 400,000 protesters.
Sure.
Have you heard about this? Nope.
Nope, not in the
there
media.
You go. See, you just fixed it. We don't look goofy anymore. Now we're looking right.
Yes, now we
were like this a minute ago. Now we're okay. Now we're dead sexy. That's much better.
Wider angle. But I'm hearing a bit of a feedback.
Oh, are you? It may be. I put my earphones in. That will stop it.
Okay.
Battery died.
Hello, Trace. Nice to see you. Yes, Tracy. I nearly went on holiday to Swakopmund. Apparently, it's one of the most beautiful places in the world. Funny enough, even though
I don't know. It's the most beautiful in the world.
On desert.
No, it's nice. It's a great place to go. But if you're going to sell it to somebody who's one of the best places in the world, they're going to be angry when they come back because it's beautiful. It's a nice place to go. But I mean, I wouldn't go on a vacation from the States to go to Swakopmund alone. I would go to Namibia and I would hit Swakopmund, I would hit Lüderitz, I would hit Etosha, and I would hit the Fish River, stuff like that. But just to go for that would be a little disappointing.
And the garden route, Knysna, I'm telling you, Knysna, the garden routes, yeah, that's better. But I'm having DCX Bullion on, a guy called Dion Rebello. He was on Gareth Cliff this morning, and I think they also would love to be on your channel.
What is this, a crypto guy?
No, not crypto. It's hard currency, hard commodity. So platinum, gold,
okay. So they're not currency
platinum,
traders. Okay.
Yeah,
Okay.
platinum, gold, silver, mostly silver. But yeah, interesting stuff. I mean, I don't want to put you on the spot.
No, you're not putting me on the spot. I don't usually turn. The only guests I've turned down are racists and bigots. I mean, I have enough people with diverse interests that any audience. I mean, listen, I went out and sought the CEO of the Macadamia Nut Association in South Africa. Let me find any other journalist on the planet who bothered to try to do that. Nobody talks to Macadamia Nut Association.
Why is South Africa akin to growing macadamia nuts?
South Africa is the world's largest exporter of macadamia nuts.
Oh wow! See, you learn something new every day, people. Every day.
And it wasn't just a few short years ago. But only 3% of the nuts are consumed in South Africa, so it's all export based, and it's subject to the vagaries of commodity markets because it's a commodity. So the secret to that is you got to get South Africans to eat macadamias. I don't eat macadamias, so I can't tell South Africans to do it. But anyway, it's actually a growing sector of the agricultural market in South Africa, and it's a lot of non-traditional farmers, women. People of color are the actual farmers in many cases, not just traditional, the stodgy old white guys like me. So it's because it's a new sector. Other people took their risk and got into it. One of the big problems though is theft. There's a lot of theft, people stealing the nuts off the trees. So that's a real problem. Yep.
I'm sure the same with the amaryllis and all of that. I'm sure. Look, South Africa, yeah, we have amazing stuff. And that's, I mean, I know the same is true with all our exports of fruit. We get like the D grade, and it's sold to us as the A grade. Meanwhile, all our best produce is sent overseas to you guys and to Europe.
Europe, we don't buy produce from South Africa, to my knowledge. We buy other things, but not produce. It's too far, and it's not economically feasible for the flights. But Europe definitely does. You also export a lot of your fruit to Botswana and to Namibia, and probably Eswatini and Lesotho, for all I know. But I definitely know those two get it. I used to get fresh fruits in Botswana. They're all from South Africa. The apples, the raspberries, everything. And the quality it's okay. It just depends on what time of the year it is, sort of thing. Some of it's really good. So Smee wants to chat.
Okay, no fun. Smee again, we can do that another time. That's not a problem.
So hang on a second, Ruth. He actually thinks he's made more enemies in the ANC than I have. Come on.
Yeah. No, well, look, Chris, we love you. We appreciate your candor, your honesty. Yeah, it's got to be said. It's got to be said. But this was lots of fun. Thanks everybody for joining me. I was a bit nervous, and thank you, Chris. But yeah, I mean, this might offend some. I might offend you, but we were actually thinking about the numbers in sport, like financially, right?
Yeah.
Financially, what sport is worth, and it's mind-boggling. If you think about the numbers of what goes into, I know entertainment, but it's almost sinful.
Well,
you know what I mean?
I suppose it depends how you look at it. Sport was not really a very profitable venture until television. And even then, it didn't really become a massively profitable venture until the 1990s, when people started paying a fortune for the Olympic Games. They paid a fortune for the rights to National Football League and then to, soccer, football around the world. Though that's where the money came in. You look at Man U, that franchise, I haven't checked figures lately, but I think it's valued at like $1.3 billion is the value of the franchise. billion dollars. So 15 plus billion rand is the value of the company, just a team. That doesn't even begin to talk about how much revenue they make. They make hundreds of millions of pounds per year. But you look at even teams that are not particularly well off in sports or less well recognized, like the National Hockey League here in America, they still make tens of millions of dollars, most of the teams in hockey, even after paying salaries. It is incredibly profitable because they make money from merchandise, they make money from rights, from selling the images, from subscriptions, from television, from the turnstile. And what's I think is egregious is what they charge people to go to these sporting events. So, for instance, a ticket to the Rugby 2020 World Cup going for 500 euros, and for the women's, it's 65 New Zealand dollars for the entire first day. 500 euros.
Are you becoming an equality?
No. I'm just saying that if World Rugby is willing to sell tickets to the Women's World Cup for just 65 New Zealand dollars, which is $50 US for an entire day to watch 6 teams play, why do I have to pay 500 euros to go to watch Tonga play, Argentina? That's ridiculous. It should be 35 euros, not 500. They're making tons of money off the broadcasting. So no, sports incredibly profitable for well-run teams, but there's a lot of teams that lose money. Teams come and go, sports come and go. But it is, and there's things you're talking about like Formula One and NASCAR. Woo, the money in that. And I knew there was a lot of money in sports when I was young, when I saw, tennis players getting over $1 million for winning a tournament. Like, Bjorn Borg just won $2 million for winning Wimbledon. Good Lord. Yeah. All I did was play tennis. Anyway.
No, listen. I don't like to chase balls around, I'll be honest. I only need a curve. That's all I need.
I'll leave that in your hands.
in my court. Yeah, no.
No, Chris, I said in your hands.
In my hands. Yeah. Not what was that? What was that, Dr. Dre? Play some balls in the mouth and hum. Didn't I see you once do that? Wasn't that some NWA Dr. Dre like crazy? Yeah. Anyway.
Smee says it's easy to live thousands of miles away in the world's most powerful country and speak your mind about idiots in South Africa. Yeah, well, Smee, I speak the same thing about idiots in my country, and they're right next door to me in Harrisburg, So it's not like I'm afraid to not speak about the fascist governor of my state, Tom Wolf, the cowardly Republican legislature, and the Manchurian cadaver in Washington, D.C. So, no, I call it like I see it. Boris Johnson is not a conservative. I think that when he got the Rona, it affected his mental stability, and he's lost his mind. He's a closet leftist now. You can't demonstrate in the UK, Ruth. It's against the law to demonstrate. They'll arrest you if you try to have a demonstration now. They pass it through Parliament.
On any topic.
It doesn't matter. You can't get a permit to protest. These people have lost their minds. Yep, they've lost their minds. The Anglo-Saxon world has gone to crap.
Yes, no, for sure. The Anglo-Saxon world. I noticed that already. When was I there? I think in 2009. It wasn't the UK anymore. It wasn't.
No, and it's a country that people in the UK seem intent on giving away to others and not protecting their own citizens, whether they're English, they're Irish, they're Welsh, they're Scots, or they're Indian, or Pakistani who become citizens. They're giving the country away to everyone else. So it was heartwarming to see Brexit take place, but it seemed to be a lukewarm effort by the Tory party. Very disappointing that it took Theresa May. They had to get rid of her in order to have Brexit happen. It's just crazy. It's the UK is lost, at least for the moment, but it could come back. Australia is gone. It's a penal colony, but the citizens are rebelling now. And New Zealand, led by the horse-face jackal in chief, the leftist Jacinda Ardern, that place, they're all proud of their response to the pandemic. Oh, we had the best response. No, you didn't. You locked people who were positive in hotels and put armed guards around them in the form of police, like a leprechaun. If they tried to leave, you threatened to shoot them. That's not liberty. That's not justice. That's not the rule of law.
It's like our Far East friends.
It is.
Yeah.
And the worst part about that with Jacinda Ardern is it didn't even work. They cockily, cheekily, well, we have conquered it. We are, yeah. And then next thing you know, they got a big surge because they it's like influenza. It's not going anywhere. It's here. Get over it and move on.
Get over it and move on. Exactly. I'm over it. Yeah. And on that note, people, I have to take a little person. Thank you, Chris. You're a star. We'll catch you later on Night Owls. Yes.
Yep. Catch you guys later. Cheers.
Cool. Cheers, Chris. Yes, everybody. So yeah, that was tons of fun. bit of geography and politics, and I love it. Everything all in one, like a big stew pot. Lekker. Alrighty. We will see you on Thursday. TTFN, everybody. Thanks again for joining. Bye. Oh dear. Bye.